Well, hello there.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. It's been a while since we've been on the
Couple weeks.
show.
It's been since last year.
It's been since last year. Yep. So
Yep.
happy New Year. Happy
Happy New Year
2021.
21.
I'm Irene De
And
Jesus,
I'm Hector De Jesus.
and we are the De Jesus Law Group.
Yep.
Woohoo! And we call this the Noon Show.
Because it's noon somewhere.
Somewhere. And we're usually traveling, right, with the law firm. So we're never quite sure what time zone we're going to be in. So that's why we called it the Noon Show, right? That's why we're there. And so, Hector, before we get started, I actually remembered. Can you do the disclaimer?
Yes, we are attorneys, but we are not necessarily your attorneys. However, that can be remedied by call or just check in with us.
Yeah.
This is informational.
This is educational, right? That's what this only that's what this is. So we actually want this to be interactive. We would love to have you guys come on and in the chat box put any questions that you have that you want us to discuss and talk about. Wynn is our producer with Tussle Marketing. She is amazing. Like, Wynn is awesome. And so she's our producer for the show, and she'll help orchestrate and organize everything for us to make sure that we're doing what we need to be doing. But seriously, use the comment box, use the chat box, and engage with us because we're here. It'll be fun. And we're usually on for about 15, 20 minutes. It's not that long, and it's fun. What do we have coming up this week?
We've got a Facebook Live coming up on Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be on elder law and long-term care planning.
Are we going to do it in front of the fireplace again, do a fireside chat?
Yeah, well, it's bloody cold up here.
It was snowing. It was snowing. We're still up in Tennessee. We've been up here with the kids celebrating the holidays. We'll be back in Florida shortly, but it was snowing this morning. So I'm imagining it's still going to be really cold on Monday. So we'll be doing a fireside chat and really talking about what does it look like when you, your spouse, maybe your parents, your aging parents, have received some kind of a diagnosis that really has you concerned and worried about how are you going to manage? How are you going to be able to provide really good care, get the care you need, and then at the same time also be able to live, right? And take care of things. So to that end, one of the really cool guests that we have on today that Hector and I had the pleasure of meeting several months ago, and we've been able to develop a really good relationship with them, is SilverLink Consulting. And I will tell you, I didn't quite understand what they did until I got to know them more, but they are an amazing resource in the Northeast Florida region. And we're going to find out where else they are. But for now, the focus is Northeast Florida region. And it's really about living and where you live and making sure that it's manageable and all that kind of stuff. So with that, can we introduce them? Are we good? Did I miss anything? I think I got the disclaimer. I got everything I needed. So we're going to introduce our guests, Mike and Art from SilverLink Consulting. So this is a brand new service to the Volusia County area. Now, they've been in existence for quite a while. They've just expanded to Volusia County. So I want to make sure that our folks are aware of this service. And remember, the company's called SilverLink Consulting. Their mission is to assist local seniors and their families by providing them with knowledge so that they can make informed decisions about care options and find ways to make those options affordable. So Hector, would you bring on Mike and Art? I love how that works. Hey guys.
Hey, how are you?
Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you guys. Okay, Mike, your head is like you have a half a head. There we go. Get comfy.
We do like each other.
You guys have been COVID tested, I'm sure.
We are getting COVID tested all the time, it seems like.
So Mike, why? Why are you guys getting COVID tested all the time?
Well, one of the reasons is part of our service is, of course, going to seniors' homes and doing our consultations with them to talk to them about what the best options for long-term care and senior living are. But we also accompany them on tours. So we're going in and out of assisted livings, and the rehab facilities regularly. So we want to make sure that the whole team is safe for not just us, but our clients and everybody out there.
Good. So, Mike and Art, I'm going to be really transparent for a second here and just let our audience know and you guys know, I really didn't understand what you guys did. I really didn't. And I was trying to figure out, what do you do? Like, how do you do and why do you do? Do you guys mind first sharing a story about what it is you do and then give us your why? Why do you do what you do? Do you mind?
Not at all. Be glad to. Well, what we do is we meet with seniors and a lot of times with their families. A referral will come from an outside source. Give you an example of this the holiday season. A lot of children and grandchildren are seeing their parents or grandparents for the first time in maybe a year, and they're now noticing that maybe grandma needs help. She just cannot make it at home, and grandpa can't take care of her. So we get that referral. We start by having a consultation with them and talking to them, finding out what area they want to live, what type of facility they want to be in or community. And we kind of take it from the very beginning all the way to the end, as far as, giving them tours of different communities, giving them suggestions on how they can come up with the money if they don't already have it. And also we, have companies that will help move them in. And if they need to sell their home, we have realtors that are, more than happy to help them with that. And we do all of this at no charge to our client. The client has no monies to pay us. We do it, and then we are paid by the community that they choose.
Okay, very cool. So I would say my passion when it comes to elder law and being elder law attorneys is that married couple who their partner or themselves, right? They just found out that they have a diagnosis. And that diagnosis might be early onset dementia. It might be early onset Alzheimer's. They're not in the middle of an actual crisis at the moment, but it feels like a crisis. Right. And I'll tell you, that's where my passion as being an ICU nurse for a long time, that's where my passion kicks in to really help them, right? To really help them navigate this area. And it feels like you guys are doing the same thing. You are helping them navigate this potentially really scary time in their life, right? On their journey. And I'll tell you, I also, too, part of me feels a little bit close to home on this because Hector, your brain tumor you had a long time ago, right?
Yep. Yeah, but I still have all my faculties.
Yes, he does.
So Mike, you were wanting to say something.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's a really good example of clients that we help. So our client base is pretty much split about 50-50 between the clients that are planning proactively. So they just got that diagnosis, like Irene, you were talking about, maybe they were just diagnosed with dementia and they don't quite need help yet, but they need to know what to do because there's so much information out there for people. You go to the hospital, they give you 100 different options. You go to your doctor, they might give you 100 other different options. Really, the value to our service is we come in there, we get to know that client on an individual basis and come up with very specific solutions for them. So when we do these assessments at our initial consultation, we're going through and we're saying, okay, what are all of your medical diagnoses? What's your medical history? What do you need assistance with now? And based off of those diagnoses, what do you need in the future? What are you eligible for financially? Can you qualify for Medicaid with some planning, through an estate planning attorney? Or for veterans, we help a lot of veterans get aid and attendance benefits, which can be as much as, $2,300+ a month to help pay for their long-term care. So we go through and just really come up with everything that they need to do and form that into a plan of action. And then we help them implement that plan as they need it. So some of our clients, again, proactively, they might not need everything that we offer for another year or more. Others, they just fell and broke a hip, so now their loved one needs that assistance like yesterday. And we're very good at both sides of that coin, helping.
And I love that, because our veterans in our country, I feel like we owe an obligation to, and our veterans are passing away, right? They are passing away, the last wars, and our older ones. And most of them, I would say probably 90% and up, them and their spouses are not aware that they actually can qualify for benefits with the Veterans Affairs, such as aid and attendance, as you guys are talking about. That I just talked with a potential client yesterday. She was referred to me through her financial planner, and sweet middle-aged, middle Americans, school teachers, working hard all their lives, and they got a diagnosis, and she's panicking. She's like, I don't know what to do. And so I asked her, one of the questions I always ask is, did you or your spouse serve during active wartime? Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, but he was stateside. He never went overseas. And then I explained to them, that doesn't matter. What I need you to do is look at your spouse's records. You're a veteran, right? I need you to look. It's called your DD 214. Mm-hmm. I need you to look at your spouse's DD 214 and see what his dates of service were, because even if he was stateside, but he served one day in active war, they are eligible for benefits, right? They can start looking into this. She was so thrilled. So I think you guys, that you handle the aid and attendance, that's a huge benefit to the community.
And one of the things that what you were saying, Mike and Art, that resonates with me is you're about giving folks options. And a lot of people, when they're dealing with that kind of a crises or potential crises, they just need to know what are some of their options. That's something that we really preach on from our vantage point is, let's give you options and then you make decisions. So love that.
My gosh, you guys, that's amazing. So I think I'm going to connect her for sure with you guys right away, just so that you can start talking with her.
Oh, we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, another big thing that we do is, that kind of goes in with the connections is going to be managing their expectations too. Some of the communities, like the assisted livings that we work with, they can be as high as, $7,000-8,000 a month. But if that's not in your budget range, we're going to save the family a lot of time by going through that with them on that financial side and saying, let's just completely rule these communities out because we know that that's out of the budget. We don't want to, get the expectations up and then, leave them wanting, right? So we give them realistic options as well.
That's great. So you guys, now tell us your why. Why are you in this business?
Well, I tell you, I met Michael several months ago and met him through a mutual friend and business person. And I instantly, and I think he did the same thing, saw the passion for helping seniors or helping people. That's what I'm about. And Michael's about that as well. It's gratifying. It's my passion to help others. And we fit really good, like hand in glove with that.
Awesome. Mike, tell us about your why.
So my why is a little lengthy, so I'll kind of keep it brief. So I started this business in 2017 after managing assisted livings for about 5 or 6 years. And I was in, managing communities in Jax Beach, which is a very expensive area to live in. So a lot of people wanted to live at our community. And, I had to constantly, tell those people, hey, this might not be the place for you financially. We want you to live here a long time. We want you to have good quality of life without stressing about the cost. And after telling so many people, hey, they can't live at the community I was working at, I said, there's really got to be someone out there that can help people figure this out and sort it out efficiently. And again, it's just kind of a 1,000-foot view of looking at things, because we would get referrals from case managers at the hospitals, for example, a lot. And they would say, oh, you should go live at this community. It's the best one around. Well, we cost, about $5,000 a month. So for people that couldn't afford that, they had to have other options. So I started this company truly to help people navigate care efficiently and just in the right way, just an unbiased way of helping people find care.
You guys, this has been, we didn't stick to script at all, but who cares? Who cares? This has been awesome. I have loved talking with you guys. I actually would like to spend some more time offline really getting to understand the services and how you help the community. I also, we got to meet you through BNI, right? Business Network International, and you're one of our trusted referral partners. And so I'm going to highly encourage all of our BNI members to really get together with you guys, understand what you do. And I'll also say to our community, get to know these guys, get to know them before you really need them.
Right.
Right. We always say it's better to
plan.
Right. When you're not in a crisis.
That's true.
Do it before the crisis hits. Know what your resources are. Know what's available to you. So I know Wynn, our producer, she will definitely put your contact information into the chat box. She'll have a link there for folks if they want to reach out to you. I highly recommend that they do get to know you guys. We've gotten to know you over the last several months and just love your passion for what you guys do and how much you help the community. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
thanks for having us.
Yeah, we enjoyed seeing you and spending this time with you.
That's right.
Absolutely. Is there anything you guys want to end on? Is there anything else that we should end on before you magically go bye-bye?
I think we're good.
Okay. Give us a call if you want to learn some more information.
Absolutely. All right, you guys have an awesome weekend. See you.
You as well. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, what an amazing service.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. Caregivers are, someone that is put in, and caregiver can be a spouse, it could be a child, specifically
an adult child.
Adult child.
Yeah.
And typically that's what you would have at that stage. Unless my
Abraham
grandfather
and
did
Sarah.
have a 10-year-old. But anyway.
Well, yeah, okay, we digress.
We digress in a bad way.
Yeah.
But for someone, specifically adult child that's living out of state,
Yes.
and wants to connect with someone that can be there and give them those options, that's what I think is key.
And what I think is key too, though, is that the actual seniors, the elders, they remain at the helm, right? Yeah. They remain, this is their life, this is their decisions. I love that Art and Mike keep the clients the center focus, and then as it should be, right? And then they bring in the family members to assist and help as well. And they've got experience in them. I just think they're a great service. So once again, you guys, it's been a couple weeks since we've been here. I feel a little rusty on being on our show, but it's been great to be back.
Yep.
Monday, join us Monday for sure for our fireside chat. Really talking about long-term care. And how do you do that? How do you navigate it? What does it look like? Because it's a really complex area of law.
It is a complex area.
Very complex area of law. And it's something that we have an absolute passion for. Anything else going on, babe?
Nope.
Can I call you babe? Probably should call you attorney while we're on here.
Well,
Esquire.
Up on 30 years marriage.
We are coming up on 30 years. Okay, we're digressing again.
Anyway.
Oh, no, it is 29. Oh, Lord, I think we're
closer to 30 than 28.
Okay, I guess we're still competent. All right. Anyway, so we've got there'll be a link in the chat box for the webinar. Register for it. That's something you definitely got to register for. And looking forward to fielding your questions.
Yeah.
And other than that, y'all have an amazing weekend.
Go Titans.
Oh, okay.
Sunday.
Oh, the Titans. Yeah, I thought it was going to be Go Cubs.
Cubs will be in a couple months once we start.
Okay, Titans. Yeah. All right, we're going to see you. Bye, y'all. Have an amazing weekend.